Okay, we're here with the guy who's actually the mastermind behind this coral reef, mini coral reef at Ranum Efterskole. So could you tell us a little about your previous history with coral reefs and how you got started in it?
Yeah, sure. I don't have any history with coral reefs, so this is my first reef. We are mainly three guys who's taking care of this reef, and for all of us, it was the first reef we ever built it. Yeah.
So can you tell me a little about this system? How big is it?
Well, we started out with the two main display aquariums. They are 450 liters, and then we built a 950 liter sun aquarium. And after a while, we found out that we needed to include the rack over here and add another 500 liters. So totally, it's now 2,100 liters.
Okay. So how long have the coral reef been running for?
It's been running for a year and a half now.
Okay, so we can see you have a really wide diversity of corals. Which corals are one of your favorites?
Some of my favorites are the Acropora family. They're really nice. I like the texture, and you can see the current is moving them. So those are absolutely one of my favorite colors.
Yeah, so they actually have a very wide diversity of Acropora. You can see you have some hystrix here. You both have the green variant, and they also have the pink variant. And then we have Rolf's favorite here, the Acropora caliendrum, the green one. Looks very nice. They actually have a lot of fracs of them. And they actually also have another green variant, green-blue variant, which is just left to the normal green one. And then actually besides that, we have a lot of Stylophora, which actually kind of look like Acropora, but just a bit bigger branches. So we kind of get an idea of what Rolf likes, these really fleshy polypy SPS corals. But you actually also have a very nice selection of Acropora. They have this nice Bailey tricolor, and we also have this nice Bailey Slimer, and just another green variant of Acropora. I also really like this one over here, the purple tipped Acropora. We also have another one over here, I think it's an Aculeus with very bright green tips. And then they also have this very peculiar specimen, this one with very bright tips but a bit greenish base. So something you really immediately notice is just the crazy amount of different Montiporas they have. They have purple Montipora, they have green Montipora, I think this is a Jedi mind trick. Yeah. Then they also have this what's called rainbow Montipora, and they also have another just a normal encrusting orange Montipora. Yeah. And then behind that, what is that one?
That's probably the
green one, green pulp.
Yeah, sunset.
Sunset. Okay.
Yeah, and then it's purple purple haze.
Yeah.
It's and then beach bum, all in the back over there. And
you also have these crazy plating Montiporas that actually kind of tilt a bit to reach more light. It looks really nice, this part of the reef. I really like it. So what really becomes obvious when you see this reef is they actually use a lot of different equipment. So what kind of pumps do you use?
Well, these are for the wave makers are Tanse, and they are 9,000 something, I don't remember, but the big ones.
Yeah, the big ones.
The big ones. And then we also have a Ross mount and another Tanse just to deliver flow. So there's they're opposite, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's in wave mode or something.
Yeah, the two big Tanses are in wave mode, and then the other two are just direct flow.
Okay, and over here we actually see you have another brand as well. We have the Is it the Max Big Gyre or is it another?
Yeah, no, it is the Max Big Gyre. We're actually very happy, and we'll continue working with the gyre on our new system as well. And in the back there, maybe you can see it, there's another rust mount just in there somewhere, getting a little bit of flow in a dead spot over there.
Yeah,
and that's it for this big tank.
Yeah, it's really nice. So what I really like about the tank is that over here, where you have a lot of the Acropora, you're actually going bare bottom, so you don't have all the detritus building up. I really like that. But over in this part, it is a bit more of a display tank, I would say, semi-display tank. You still have some sand, so it looks really nice. Look at their reefs, we can really see they have a lot of different kind of fixtures. They have some max specs, then you also have some T5 over here. You can see the corals are really thriving in this T5 environment. And then you actually have some legacy fixture here. What is it?
It's an old T8 Glow Marine,
yeah.
And it's working fine.
Yeah, so a lot of you haters out there are gonna say that it's not gonna be enough, but as you can see here, we actually have some Untitled, which is thriving in this low light environment. So sometimes just take a chill pill, it's gonna be all right. As for the filtration and also the dosing, they actually use a lot of different stuff. As for filtration, you have this giant skimmer. Which kind of brand is it?
It's a Tunsa.
The Tunsa skimmer.
Yeah.
It's kind of enormous. And then you also have refugium. Why do you have a refugium?
Well, we're doing the Triton method, and we're doing the full Triton method. So, well, we also have a calcium reactor, so we started using that as well. But we're very happy with the refugium. We have one here, and we actually have another one over here. It's a little darker, but we're growing a lot of algae here as well. Also under this part with the moving bed filter. Yeah.
Okay, so one thing you do when you have a Triton system, you actually don't even change your water, right?
No, we don't. Only if we have too much of something, then we actually, of course, have to change the water. But else, no, we don't change the water. Not regularly.
Yeah. So how long has it been since you last changed your water?
At least a half a year.
Okay, so people just relax. You don't have to worry that much if you're running a system like Triton, which is really sustainable.
Yeah. We normally send in the ICP test around once a month, and then we do measurements twice a week.
Okay.
To keep everything in check.
So as you can see here, they have a wide selection of Triton. They have like basically everything from Triton. So nothing can go wrong. They use this big 6 dosing pump skimmer. I think it's from, what's it from?
ATI.
ATI, yeah. I think actually it's the Keepal produces them, but they're actually kind of nice.
Yeah.
And then you also have an Apex. So why did you choose to have an Apex?
Well, this is work, and we go home for the weekend and holidays and so on. So we need to be able to keep check of what's going on while we're not here. And so there's not. We only tend to the aquarium 3 times a week and feed and so on 3 times a week.
So previously you actually told me how the pH can swing when you just have the students in the classroom. So tell us about it.
Yeah, here's a normal week with no students. It's not a normal week for us, but we have a pH around 8.5 when it's highest, and of course it drops at night. But then when the students come back from holiday, we see that the CO2 the students are letting out is making the pH drop quite dramatically.
I would like to ask you, as the last thing, what would you recommend to a new reefer?
Well, we are new reefers, and we have great luck starting up with Triton. I really like the holistic idea of reefing, and everything is like a part of itself, and you don't have to do all the water changes and just changing things out. Everything here is here for a reason, and it works great for us. The help you get from sending in your ICP test and actually knowing what you're doing instead of just doing guesswork it's a great way of looking on reefing, and I think we have got some nice result for our first year and a half, and yeah, and we also because the system is so big and the corals are growing a lot, we have to add a calcium reactor, and it's working really great using the calcium reactor and the Triton together.
Yeah, so I would just like to end with saying that I think it's really impressive what you've accomplished in such a small amount of time, and as for a first-time reefer, I think it's really incredible that you managed to have such a complicated system. But as we talked about earlier, you kind of had to succeed no matter what, because it's your job to sustain this, and sometimes you just need that kind of push, and then you actually succeed.